Hey everyone, Kate Miller here coming to you on our latest Zoom blog. I am joined today by Brett Holladay. Hey Brett.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, thanks. Hey y'all, Brett is he's a board certified specialist in family law like I am, and he is one of our partners at Miller Bowles Cushing. And we wanted to talk with everyone today about some new technology, not super new, but new to maybe some of us. But they're tracking devices. They've been around for a long time, but really I would think in the last, say, 5 years, they've become a lot more popular and a lot more sophisticated and smaller, which can cause some concern, but also provide some interesting dialogue, especially for family law attorneys. So wanted to get Brett's input for you all today on the state of the law in the state of North Carolina as it relates to tracking, whether it be kids or a third party like a spouse, something along those lines. So Brett, can you give us just some insight on what the law is in North Carolina on these tracking devices?
Yeah, sure. So in North Carolina, we have what is called a cyber stalking law, and that's the law that covers the tracking of like any other individual. It's technically a criminal law, and so what it generally does is says like, hey, you cannot track someone with a device unless you fall under one of these exceptions. And so some of the important exceptions for us in the context of family law, one, a parent could track a child. A parent or a spouse could also track, another spouse so long as they own the vehicle or lease the vehicle that they're tracking. The law doesn't really say anything about whether you could track them otherwise. It's really only focused on a vehicle. And so the important thing to point out there is that you would need to own or lease that vehicle. And so there's some debate as to whether that means your name has to be on the title or not. The short of it is you probably want to talk with an attorney before you take that step. And then finally, you can also go to a private investigator to place a tracking device. And the private investigator should be able to have a little bit more range as to what they can do. Again, though, it's probably best to engage an attorney first because it's generally best for your attorney to hire the private investigator rather than the party that's seeking to track. The one big exception I would point out with all of this, though, is that you cannot track anyone if you are forbidden from having any contact or restrained from coming near them pursuant to either a domestic violence order or any other type of order that restrains you from having contact with that person. So that's a pretty big thing to be aware of in the context of family law.
Great point. Yeah. There are so many devices. The newest one I think that has come to my attention is the Apple AirTag, but they've been around for years. Like I mentioned, there's the Tile, there's I think it's the Galaxy AirTag, but lots of different things. So if you think that you might have one of these devices on your car or on your person somewhere that you're maybe not aware of, give us a call and we can talk through it with you. And if you're considering tracking someone or your child, let's talk. Let's figure out if it's something that you can do, that you're in the parameters of what the law allows you to do. So thanks, Brett. I appreciate your insight today.
Absolutely. Thanks.
All right.